Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. There's a Seven of Swords. Interesting. I wonder if there's some blockage to our understanding right now. We're going to put this into some context, okay? I feel like we are having some doubting thoughts. All right. Yeah, there's some more air energy. Oh, we got a Two of Cups, and we've got some good. There's some more air energy. Yeah, I see that we're a little bit uncertain about the future here. But we have, look at it, wow. This is nice right here. This earth energy is something else. We're going to select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one card from the Smith-Waite Tarot, and we're just going to randomly select it, and we are going to set it aside. Alien Simon Morg Ripley, right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end of the reading, and hopefully it can tie everything together. Give us the confirmation that we need. Okay? So, let's look at what we have. Major Arcana, only the Moon card. Interesting, interesting. This basically summarizes the whole thing for me. That there is this, we're having some kind of doubts about the future, and we want to stay on course, but we're starting to kind of doubt the path, right? The good news is illumination is coming. That sun is rising. Things will be revealed to you. The light, the dawn of this new day is coming. This moon card it's kind of, this is the new moon energy, right? This is kind of that fear that you have when the sky is black, it's dark. But we know that very soon we will see the moon return, right? The energy will start waxing, and it'll become brighter and brighter and brighter. It also is kind of this, the sun that's slowly dawning behind the hills there, you know. So the illumination is coming, the certainty is coming. You will see, you will have clarity, okay? But we have to endure the night. We have to endure this uncertainty, this doubt. You know, we have to try to stick with it. We have to try to maintain our resolve and our focus and our commitment. Don't be swayed by these doubts, you know. And then we can achieve, well, that up here. This is really the strength of our commitment. I think, well, this Major Arcana. Okay, we have some fire. We have a little bit of water. We have quite a bit of air. But then we have really a lot of earth, right? This is a lot of earth energy. So I think things are really progressing, and I think the more that we can hold fast to our commitment, to our resolve, we can try to be strong here. Try to resist the doubts. Try to resist the impulse to change course right now. If we can do that, if we can wait out the next few days, we'll see this abundance manifest, and that will reinforce our commitment. Then we will feel strong, and our willpower will triumph over all of this, right? As far as timing goes, well, let's see. We have a Two of Cups down here, and we've got the Four here. I wonder if what we need is something in between, right? So I'm going to go ahead and venture a guess and say maybe it's the 3 that we need. Maybe the 3 days, in 3 days to see this manifestation, see this progress, this flourishing. right? To see things go from this kind of darkness, things aren't really growing, I'm not really achieving much. I don't see any signs that land is approaching, right? This is kind of a card where it's just, we can't see the land here. It just seems like a dark sea, right? This is the Seven of Pentacles, but by the time we get here, things are bright, things are illumined. We see now. We see what's around us. See, it's darkness. We're a little bit lighter here, and then this is kind of full sun. This is the morning, maybe, right? When this sun rises here. I'm going to say give it 3 days. Hold fast to your course. Don't change course now. Wait for the sun to rise. And by the morning of the 3rd day, you'll see that your efforts, you'll see that it was very beneficial for you to stay the course, right? So we're starting with the 7 of Swords here. You made a commitment to a path. You started on a project. You've been on this path for a minute. We're starting to get a little concerned, right? We're starting to get a little bit, some of these doubting thoughts starting to say, well, maybe this wasn't the right move. Maybe I'm not really going in the right direction. Maybe it's been so dark, right? It's been so dark out, I can't see where I'm going. I don't know if I'm even pointed in the right direction anymore. And these are the kinds of thoughts that are trying to get you to turn around. Oh, maybe I should try to turn 90 degrees that way, or I don't know, 180 degrees. Before we know it, we're just doing circles in the middle of the ocean. That's just a waste of gas, right? I'm assuming that you know what you're looking for, right? I'm assuming that you know how to kind of navigate. I'm assuming that you know what landmarks are out here for you to witness, right? Because that's what we're looking for here. We can't see them now because it's so dark. Well, a little bit of light starts dawning, and then, okay, now the sun is risen, and we can see so much abundance around us, okay? This card is assuming you know how to sail. And that is a lot of responsibility. You got to have faith. You got to trust yourself here, right? As soon as you start doubting your path, you're lost, right? As soon as you start kind of biting your nails and thinking, I'm not a very good sailor, I don't know what all these buttons do, or maybe it's an engine, I don't know if it's a sailboat or what you're on. We have to trust in ourselves, right? And we're going to have these doubts. But look how big that central sword is. That is the Ace of Swords. That is you certain that you're on the right path. This is I know that land is that way. But maybe not. Right? We have these little tiny doubts that creep in. We need to resist those. Okay? I see that you're trying to resist those. Here's the Princess of Swords at the top of the path of the dove. You're trying to resist them. It's kind of fighting an uphill battle here with this card. This is that energy that's kind of like, I'm not too sure what I'm doing, right? I'm trying to fight off these doubts. I'm trying to just trust in things, stay on course. You know, don't go switching everything up now. Don't change your plans now. It's getting harder and harder to resist the impulse to just, well, I got to turn around. I think it's that way. You know, you're going to have doubts. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, as certain as you might be, there's going to come a moment where you're just like, is this the right thing to do? Was this a mistake? Am I headed in the right direction? Especially when we're not seeing the landmarks. It's like, okay, there was supposed to be an island over here. Where I didn't see the island. Maybe I'm, miles off course. We thought we knew what to expect on this trip. We thought we knew kind of what the landmarks would be, what the milestones would be. Well, by now I should have reached a certain point. I should see certain things, I think we're not seeing them right now, maybe because it's too dark out. right? Maybe we just haven't quite got that far yet, right? Maybe our speed isn't what we thought it was going to be. All sorts of things could be happening. But it's not a reason to change course. I just realized that the I Ching card that I have over here is someone on a boat, right? And by the looks of this boat, they don't have their sails raised, right? They don't have their sails raised. This is someone who is maybe letting the current take them. Interesting. Interesting. Well, let's see what that might do for us when we think about this. We do have a little bit of a current down here with the Two of Cups, this water energy. I feel like this is the river that you're sailing. This is the ocean that you're sailing on, right? And this is love. This is devotion. And this could be really what's keeping you going, keeping you on this path, is because you feel this strong connection. You don't know what it is, but you feel a pull in this direction. You feel this magnetism. And even though these little doubts are saying, nah, that's it, I don't think we're going the right way, you're saying, no, I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my bones. I feel drawn in this direction. This has to be the right direction, right? We need to fall back on this. This is almost the kind of the blind trust that we have with this I Ching card that says, I'm just going to turn off my boat. I'm going to lower the sail, and I'm just going to close my eyes, and the current's just going to take me where I need to go. That's the kind of certainty that you need to muster, right? I wouldn't do that. I would maintain control. But you need to have that kind of trust in not only yourself, but in the destination, in the process, in the universe, in the ocean, right? So I don't know where exactly you're going. If we have to kind of trust in our heart, trust in love, right? Trust in the universe that you're headed toward the right love, right? This could be a romantic thing, sure. It could be a creative thing, could be a business thing. It could be that you are going toward your new home, right? You're going toward your new life. Now we see the Four of Pentacles here in the recent past. This was, you've left a good situation, right? You jumped on this sailboat and you left a really nice place, you know? That took some guts. This must be a really strong love. If you are willing to leave the safety and security and stability of this Four of Pentacles. Could be that the Four of Pentacles was something that was too restrictive. Could have been too limiting. Could have been too isolating. Maybe this was just a little lighthouse on an island somewhere. And you just feel like, I need wide open spaces. I need more, right? This is a fishbowl that is getting a little bit too snug for us. A little bit too snug. Very interesting. And this is, it's interesting that we're leaving that for this too, right? We're leaving this for something more pure, something that is not yet manifested, right? We see the manifestation over here. But not over here. This is a big risk. This is a big jump. You're getting rid of the stable Four for this very much still only a potential Two. We're leaving this nice, comfortable island. Yes, maybe it's not extravagant, but it's there and it's stable and it was yours. For the prospect of this new love, we're jumping into this ocean and we're just going to see where it takes us. Well, you're trying to really stay on course. You're trying to go where you need to go in this freedom, this abundance, this real thriving life that's over here waiting for you. And we will reach land. I'm certain of it. We have to overcome these doubts. We have a lot of air energy here. We even have air on air. This is the Prince of Swords here. Okay, this is you now trying to, and succeeding, I think, in maintaining control over the ship, right? You're trying to fend off the doubts. The doubts keep coming, but you're not giving up. You're fixed to this idea that love will take you where you need to go. That if we can just hold out, I think it's going to be 3 days. I think that's the only card that's missing right here is the connection here, and that's going to be the 3. So I think the next 3 days are going to be the most important for you. Because if you can endure 3 days of fighting off these doubts and holding the wheel, staying on course, I think you're going to reach the abundance of this Princess of Discs. This is everything you could possibly imagine. This is the land of milk and honey. This is a world where everything is just growing in abundance and it's there for you, right? And your loved ones, your family, or, for all of us, really. But this is the paradise that we are really hoping that this ship takes us, that this ocean of love, this connection, this magnetism, this siren song that we hear takes us to this paradise. Yeah. So we're going to the path of the serpent now. We start with the 7 of Pentacles. You don't really feel or see, you don't see the progress right now. It's still too dark for us to see the landmarks. See, there are 7 discs. There are 7 discs in this card. It's kind of dark though. It's not so clear. I think I see something out there, but not quite yet. And I think this is the test. 3 days of this darkness. And if you can hold out, sounds like a horror movie, right? If you can survive these 3 nights, then you get all of the abundance. And this is a real test. Yeah. Usually by this point, people would quit. Didn't work. Going back home. Maybe a lot of this air energy is a lot of storms, a lot of high winds, a lot of high swells. And maybe we feel like our boat's getting tossed around. That it's almost like the ocean is trying to throw us back to where we started, but we just stay on course. We're sticking with it. Because we know that this is the big moment of our life, that we have to get from here to here. And that's a huge change. The Moon card always talks about a very significant change in your life that's just right, almost there. Right on the cusp of this very, very important change for you. We have to stay the course. Okay? We have to stay the course even when all of the signs around us are saying road is closed, these buildings are not suitable for living, it's run down, this is wrong, this is the wrong place, turn around. We have to ignore those, right? These are the tests. These are meant to see how strong your resolve is. And see, we've got the strength of your resolve here with the 9 of Wands at the end. It's something we may not feel yet. Maybe you don't feel strong enough to do this. Maybe you are a little bit of this Princess of Swords, a little bit not confident, right? A little bit unsure of yourself and your abilities to navigate and of your original impulse, your original decision. This is a situation where you really are getting to know yourself. You're learning a lot about yourself through this struggle to endure this, 3 days of this darkness before the sun rises. And in the morning we can see the abundance, if we can endure. The light begins to dawn when we're here in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is, we're not yet there. We haven't yet landed. But we're starting to see a little bit more clearly. The sun, it's the golden hour, right? It's the time just before the sun rises. Things are starting to look a little bit clear. And this is really the time for you to look around and open your perception and try to allow your eyes to adjust to what's around you now. It's becoming a little bit more clear. This is also the card that it's like that time where you're just about to hit land, and so you start thinking about the entire journey, right? You know when the journey's almost over, when you start really thinking about everything that you've already been through and how long it took to get here, all of the hardships, right? All of the challenges of the journey. Because it's almost over now. It's a good time to reflect on everything that you've been through. So this card is looking at the past and appreciating that long and winding road that we've traversed to get to this point where we are almost there. But this card's also looking to the future. So we're looking at the life we're leaving behind, but now we're looking at the life that's right before us. And that's where we need to focus our attention now, because the sun's starting to rise. And we need to be on the lookout for our landmarks. We need to be on the lookout for any last-minute dangers, to find a good place to go ashore. Right? And there's an intense satisfaction with this card, because this is something that you did it. You made the decision. You left that Four of Pentacles. You took this dangerous voyage. And the success that you're going to achieve, the abundance that we are coming home to, is your doing. Right? So this is an intense satisfaction, pride almost, right? And here is that Princess of Discs. This is the abundance that we're walking into. Now this is in the position of what we don't want. But this might be the hope, the fear, the worry, and the concern. This is kind of the obstacle that we need to get over. And this could be that you are so worn out and tired and dehydrated probably from this long ocean voyage that you almost wonder if this is an hallucination, right? If this is a mirage, if this is just a trick, another trick of your mind. But no, this is real. But it's going to be difficult for you to accept that you finally made it. It's like when someone finally goes ashore and they're just like kissing the beach, right? And just so they're so happy, they can't believe that they've made it to the beach. Well, you've got to now go inland, and you've got to set up your new life. You have to manifest it, right? You have to build. And I think that's going to take even more of this 9. But see, now you realize now that if you got through this part, you can do anything. There's nothing you can't handle now because you've been through all of this. So this is now the energy that you need to build this new life according to the grand design, according to your spiritual will, the divine plan for you. This is the strength we need. This is the 9 of Wands. This is now the foundation of you, the basis for everything that you're going to do henceforth. And it's with such a strength, such a resolve. You've been through the worst of it already. Everything else is going to seem a little bit easier because you've been through the most difficult thing you've ever done. So I like this very much. Well, let's look at the mystery card now. I don't know what this is going to be. Maybe we need some more earth energy, though. We've got quite a bit of it already, honestly. Maybe we need some water energy. We don't see enough. Maybe what we were looking for, we felt this magnetism, this siren song, this calling. This is what started us on this journey. Where is it now? Is it still here? Is this just a lot of work? Where's the Where's the joy? Where's the success? You know, where's the satisfaction? I think we need some water energy here. I really do. Let's take a look. Yes. 3 of Cups. Well, that's what we need to link the 4 and the 2 here anyway, is that 3. So this is confirming what I think is going to be the 3 days until we really start to see, until you see land, you know. This is also the satisfaction. This is you're going off in search of this love, this best life, this significance, this meaning and purpose for you. The reason why we kind of left that stable 4 of Pentacles. And you're finding it. You're finding it. This is the Trinity that is the unity. This is really the celebration because you have found the source of that music, right? That siren song, whatever was calling you to this place. You're finding that source. And I think that is beautiful. That is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I really feel this is the biggest thing you've ever done in your life. The most difficult, it's going to be the most rewarding. I think the next 3 days are going to be the most important. So let's keep this in mind. But let's focus on what's right in front of us right now, and that is enduring this doubt. Because we want to get here. We've got to still get through this. Okay? And this, I think, is what is happening right now. The next couple of days, I still think 3 days, maybe by the morning of the 3rd day, you'll see land. And then you'll know that you've made it. Okay? Wow. Wow. We are going to do an extended reading. Scorpio, if you want to stick around, click either above or below in the description box. New readings come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. I want to thank you so much for letting me read for you today. This was a special reading, and I'm very excited for what is, for what's coming, you know, or where we're headed. Anyway, thank you again, and I will talk to you again very, very soon.